Go ahead, Lynn. You're on with Josh Jelinski, the financial quarterback. Go ahead.
Hi, thank you so much. So I'm calling about long-term care. I
Sure.
took it out when I was 64 because I was advised that once you hit 65, the rates go way
Did
up.
you listen to the
Anyway,
show, Lynn? Probably
no.
not, because I tell people instead of getting long-term care, buy life insurance with a long-term care rider, because if you buy a permanent policy, in contrast to a term, if you buy a dividend-paying whole life, your premiums are guaranteed. The insurance company cannot raise the rate on you. So if you listen to the show every week, you would have heard that. But go ahead with your long-term care question.
It stayed the same rate for a long
And now
time,
they're
and all of a
jacking you
sudden,
up, right? Now,
oh my God! So
exactly.
I have an option. I can reduce the benefit period from 4 years to 3 years, and it would be somewhat less. It's going from 23.30 to 29.47. That's a big jump,
Yeah,
but
well,
I
if
can.
see if you
Well,
listen to Dave Ramsey or these
yeah.
other purveyors, they would say buy term insurance, invest the difference, and when you're older, you can self-insure. But you really can't self-insure from a long-term care illness, can you? Because I know people that are going into a facility, it's costing them 100, 200 grand a year. They have $2 million and they have Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. And they could be wiped out in a matter of 10 years. They have dementia. So what do? Well, number one, you listen to the show. Number two, you buy life insurance with a long-term care rider. Now, it depends. You might be too old for that. You may be uninsurable. And this is the problem I have with the misinformation surrounding insurance. Because people don't even understand. People who sell insurance don't even understand insurance. Most of them are idiots. So sorry, no, maybe that's not nice. There are many good professionals who listen to this show. Financial advisors, accountants, and life insurance. You know who you are. You're great. You listen to the show, and I salute you. And there are other people who maybe don't listen to my show. I salute them. But who are you listening to? Think about this. The insurance industry actually wants you to buy term insurance. Why? Very few people die with term insurance. 99% of all people who have insurance do not die. Penn State did a study, and they found that between 93 and 99% of all people with second to die and term insurance let the policy lapse before they die. And I would say that number is probably more like 99%. Scientifically, I don't have anything to back that up, except there was a Penn State study that said 93%. And this was of all permanent policies that rich people buy to avoid estate tax called second to die. So that was actually a type of permanent life insurance. It's actually a type I don't like. I don't like second to die for a number of reasons. I like first to die, which means if there is a couple, here's why. My wife has a first to die policy and I have a first to die. For very same reason, selfishness or self-interest. If I'm paying all this money to her policy and she dies, I want to get money. If she's paying all this money for my policy, I want her to get some money when I die. But then I get people, I don't want my spouse to get rich. Somebody says that, divorce them tomorrow now. And I don't even believe in divorce. So the point is, but neither did half the people who got divorced, so when they got married. So the point is, I actually think that's a great test for a future son-in-law or daughter-in-law. So I'm going to take whoever wants to marry my daughters, I'm going to say, I'm going to never reveal my views on insurance to them. I probably will, though. One, it'll be a test. Did they really listen to the show? Did they subscribe to the YouTube channel? Folks, by the way, we need everybody to subscribe to the YouTube channel today. So go to subscribe. How do you find my YouTube channel? You just Google Josh Jelinski YouTube. Or you go to youtube.com and you search for Josh Jelinski. You hit the subscribe button. If you have any desire at all, do that. So long-term care, this is a big one. ma'am, and I so thank you for calling on this subject. So you're saying, well, what do? They're jacking your rates up. Well, first off, you follow the right advice to begin with, but you didn't. And how old are you now? Maybe too late for you.
It up now.
How old are
I've
you
been
now?
tempted to.
How old are you now?
82. 82.
Oh, yeah. Well, now it's probably too late. So, see, this is the sad thing, because when people wake up and they're 82, you can't go back into time. Bad decisions financially sort of come with you. So my personal advice would probably be to keep the long-term care insurance, but call us at 888-988-JOSH, and maybe we can find another way through trusts. Maybe you buy life insurance. So, for example, if you're 85 or under, you can get life insurance. A lot of people don't realize that. And you can get life insurance with a long-term care rider. Sometimes you can get annuities that will pay double the money for up to 5 years on a long-term care basis. It's going to be more tricky for you. It's much easier if you are under the age of 80. But even at 82, call us. So don't put your head in the sand and say, oh, I made one bad decision, I'm just going to live my life out. My mom and dad did that. You know, that they had a string of bad mishaps. And then, you know, they just didn't, they thought financial knowledge eluded them. No, if you're 50, if you're 60, now is the time to remake your financial self. So the best time to start, we always make mistakes. I make mistakes every day of my life. You know, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have, you know, you have to renovate yourself every day. Spiritually, morally, economically. Any other, you know what, we got to take a short break. We'll be back. If you can stay on the line, ma'am, 800-321-07. And folks, we have a special Christmas and holiday gift for you. If you call us within the next 3 minutes, I'm going to give you my 27-point ultimate financial game plan at 888-988-JOSH, 888-988-JOSH. You get a 27-point ultimate financial game plan for free when you call us, 888-988-JOSH, 888-988-5674. Get this. This is the brilliance that only comes from the Financial Quarterback listenership. Dave says legal pot sales, get this, will attempt to compete with the established underground suppliers in New Jersey, many of whom are from low working class people at almost double the price. Have you thought about that, Ernesto? That's huge. That's amazing. Dave, you should go run for office. Who do we have next, Bob G? Lynn, so you had some bad information on long-term care. You bought long-term care. Your premium is jacked. You're 82. So you're more likely to use it within the next so many years. That's why they're jacking your rate. And they're jacking your rate because the benefit is something you might use. So I would not cancel it until you get an audit of your entire financial picture, because maybe you want to ditch the long-term care, pop everything into trusts. No, I'm not an attorney and I'm not giving legal advice. Or maybe you want to buy an annuity with a long-term care doubler, which means that they will pay up to 5 years of payments. But what's nice about the annuity or life insurance way to protect you from long-term care is that in an annuity or long-term care, they can't jack up your premium. They are fixed premiums. With long-term care, the premium could get jacked. So that's why do you think the insurance company pushes these things? So go ahead, Lynn. Any comments or questions on that?
Well, at this point, I'm due to pay the premium now. I don't think I'm going to drop it. I've had it already 18 years. But now, in order to keep from paying this huge amount of increase, I can reduce it by either reducing the benefit period.
Why would you reduce it? See, you didn't even listen to me. See, this is the perfect problem. I told you what to do. You do not reduce it. Why? The insurance company wants you to reduce it. Does that make sense? Insurance companies, when they want you to do something, it means an actuary, a PhD in what's called actuarial science, did the analysis and said the insurance company is losing money. I don't know if you know insurance companies, they never like to lose money. They are experts at cost control. So my advice would be to call us because it seems like you're headed down the path of misinformation once again. Does that make sense to you, ma'am?
Yeah, I guess. Don't reduce anything.
Don't
not the
reduce
benefit
anything
period,
because unless
and
you're
not
broke,
the daily benefit.
unless you're eating cat food, do not reduce it. Call us. We'll find a way for you to either pay for that policy. Here's the thing. The insurance company made a bad calculation. They are raising the rate because they want you to either one, cut your benefit, or two, cancel your policy. See, this is the thing with the government. When the government has so much debt, what can they do? They can either raise your premium, that's taxes, or cut your benefit. That's means testing, that's Medicare premium. The laws of economics cannot be repealed. Does that make sense? It's the same with insurance companies, same with the government. So you want to have a financial advisor that understands the laws of economics. Call us at 888-988-JOSH. But whatever you do, don't cut your benefit until you talk to us at 888-988-JOSH. And for those of you who are cutting your benefit, who have money, don't you want the insurance company on the hook when you go into a long-term care facility? Some of you say, well, I don't want to go into a nursing home, so I'm going to cancel my long-term care insurance. Well, I got news for you. Do a poll. I want you to go to a nursing home right now, if you're allowed to. Wear a mask and do a poll. Ask all of those people, were you planning on being here? And they would all tell you no.